I need you to tell me if this deck is any good or not. I have an idea for a deck that I'm wanting to build, and I'm coming to you to ask you for a little bit of advice. So, Aphelia, Viper's Whisperer, is a really fun and interesting Golgari commander that came out in the Jumpstart packs with the Foundation set. This is a commander that cares about creating creature tokens, and it is a typal deck that cares about Gorgons and Snakes. Her last ability lets us pay mana to turn all of our Snakes and Gorgons into assassins that go in and take out somebody's life total down to half of what it's currently at. Now, I love going to the combat step in Commander. Most of the decks that you'll see me building have some type of combat component. I know there's a lot of people that just love to build up a wall and sit back and build up resources until they're ready to go out and win the game. But I love going in early and often for combat damage, and this commander just seems like a really fun and aggressive deck. Starting off by playing 1-drop snakes that have death touch, then going into ramp on turn 2, following that up by going into turn 3 and making sure our commander is down on the board if it isn't already, going into turn 4, attacking with her, maybe being able to use her ability to generate a snake token, and then also have follow-up spells with either interaction or some type of removal. And then you have the ability to, once you've built this giant army, swing out and start dealing a ton of damage if our opponents don't start blocking these little creatures. And I know that there's an opportunity for some of these creatures to die. They're 1/1s with death touch. So you could end up just blocking it with a 1/1 token, but we're in green and black. So there's tons of opportunities for reanimation and recursion that get me excited about this commander. I think there's a deck here. I just don't know if there's enough support for it. As I've started to look through my list, I'm seeing that there's not as many Gorgons. There's obviously a ton of really interesting and powerful snakes that are in Commander, but the Gorgons part of this synergy, there's not that many of them, and I don't know if there's enough support to make this commander exist. But the idea of going in with a Changeling Outcast that's unblockable, and now giving that Changeling Outcast the ability to ping somebody's life total down to 50%, that seems like a really fun and powerful, aggressive deck to me. So I'm curious to know, do you think this is a commander deck? Do you think this is something that's even worth looking into more? And if you were to build this commander, what are some of the cards that you think would be an auto include in this deck?